We are just minutes from Oxford Street, but honestly, it feels like we're a world away. Welcome to Marylebone. Despite sitting right in the heart of central London, Marylebone has always managed to hold on to its village-like charm. Getting here is super easy. It's just a 20-minute stroll from the crowds of Oxford Street or a very quick tube ride to Baker Street. Back in the 17th century, this neighbourhood was nothing more than a quiet hamlet surrounded by fields, and over the centuries it's drawn in doctors, artists and writers. And today that creative heritage lives on through elegant architecture, thriving independent businesses and a distinctly laid-back atmosphere. This is one of my favourite areas in London when I just want to slow down for a little bit. The perfect place to spend a weekend day, a little bit of people watching and popping into some cute cafes. So today I'm going to bring you around and show you exactly how to spend 12 hours in Marylebone. We're starting today at Boxcar, which is just one of my favourite bakeries in London, and I particularly love this location because it just has such a nice relaxed neighbourhood feel. But for now, I've gotten through this whole intro without coffee, so let's go get that sorted. Boxcar is a cosy spot loved by both locals and visitors alike. It's known for its excellent coffee, but most importantly, their signature circle croissants, where you can choose from a classic chocolate or almond to flavours like strawberry or matcha. From here, it's just a short walk over to Daunt Books, which is just one of the most beautiful bookstores in London. They've actually got a few locations around, but the Marylebone one is the most iconic because it has this stunning mezzanine that overlooks like the entire bookstore. They specialise in travel books, so it is a lovely place to go if you want to pick up a little souvenir from your trip, but they do tend to get quite busy, so that's why we're heading there for opening right now. We've just picked up our second coffee of the morning from Special Guests Coffee Shop, which is probably one of the best specialty coffee shops in the area. And now we're going to swap the high street for some green space and head on up to Regent's Park. Now, obviously, it's a little bit grey today, but when the weather is good in London, there is no better place to be than Regent's Park. There's so many cool things you can do here. You can hire a boat at the boating lake, you can pop by the rose gardens, but probably one of my favourite hidden gems in London is here, and it's the Open Air Theatre, which runs limited shows throughout the summer, and you sit in this gorgeous open amphitheatre. So highly recommend if you are looking for something a little bit different to do on your London itinerary. We just looped back around the bottom of Regent's Park and now we are heading down to Marylebone High Street, which is just full of gorgeous boutiques and independent shops and my absolute favourite, artisan grocery stores. As far as foodie shops go, these are two of my favourites. Pop into Bailey and Sage for top-tier picnic bits, tasty souvenirs and a gorgeous little homewares section tucked away downstairs. Or wander over to La Fromagerie for an incredible cheese room where they stock cheese from all over Europe, and you can also grab a bite to eat here at their deli. But if you are coming here on a Sunday, it's good to know that the shops don't open until about 12 o'clock. So in that case, I recommend you pop down towards Moxon Street, which has a gorgeous farmers market on Sundays. Grab a couple of bits and you can head up and eat them in the park. Now, if you happen to be planning a trip to London and you like the style of video and my types of recommendations, I want to tell you guys about something I am super proud of, which are my London pocket guides. Now, there are two versions of the guides, one for spring and summer and one for the upcoming autumn and winter season. And they include everything you need to know before planning your trip, from tips from myself, someone who lives here, to a curated list of things to do specifically for that season, to a 6-day sample itinerary. But I have to say, my favorite parts of these guides is that you get access to my personal London foodie map that I always keep updated with my favorite bakeries, coffee shops, cheap eats, and restaurants all around the city. I'll pop all the information in the description box, but now I think we need to get back to Marylebone. And continuing on with the window shopping theme, we have come down to Chiltern Street, which is just one of my favourite streets in London. When it's not covered in construction like this, it's easily one of the prettiest streets in the city. Brimming with independent boutiques and inviting cafes, it is the perfect street to slowly potter around. Pop into Labour and Wait and browse the homewares and knickknacks, explore curated reads and travel bits at the Monocle shop, get lost in the gorgeous colourful cutlery selection at Sabre, or peruse the meticulously crafted range of Japanese gardenware and crafts at Nawaki. The thing about Marylebone is that there's no shortage of brilliant places to eat at any budget really. You could very easily grab a £15 pasta lunch from Lena Stores, or you could head to Carlotta for like the most extravagant Italian feast, or you could just pick up a sandwich from one of the many grocery stores or delis. But today we are heading for lunch at a place you can really only experience in this neighbourhood, and that is at Anglo, which is one of the most exciting new restaurants to open in London recently. So let's go. Anglo only opened in late 2024, but within months it had earned its first Michelin star and been named the best new opening in the UK. Their set lunch menu is the perfect introduction to their refined, flavour-packed cooking that blends traditional Thai flavours with seasonal British ingredients. My top tip for trying London's best restaurants without blowing the budget is to go for the weekday lunch menu. It's easier to get bookings for and often costs less than you would spend on dinner at any restaurant in London. After lunch, let's head on down to the Wallace Collection, which in my opinion is just one of the most beautiful and more underrated small galleries in London. It's full of 18th century art and sculptures and beautiful interiors. Let's go. And we have reached our last spot of the day. We are finishing up at Lena Stores just for a glass of wine and a snack. They originally started as an Italian deli in Soho in the 40s. Now they have a whole bunch of spots around the city, and it's just a good guaranteed place to go for a drink, a bite, and a good plate of pasta. When I can, I just love to pull up a seat at the counter and soak up the atmosphere. And at Lena Stores, you can do exactly that, with a plate of handmade pasta from just £9, a glass of house wine, and as always, a tiramisu to finish. And that, my friends, is a wrap on what I think is a pretty perfect day in Marylebone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you some inspiration for your own London travel planning. Do let me know in the comments, where would you like me to show you around next in London? And I will see you in the next video. Bye!